Hey everyone, hope you're doing awesome. I just wanted to do a quick reminder as we are really moving into autumn. Every change of season is very challenging for our bodies, and especially in New England, because the shifts in temperature and the energies around us are pretty vastly different from season to season. So this is the time of year, really even starting end of August, and of course we're in early September now, where we're going to catch colds and maybe even flus. Obviously, COVID is still hitting a lot of folks. So our immune systems are extra sensitive and more apt to be at a lower strength during these seasonal shifts. So what can we do? I always like to look at the Ayurvedic sort of cycle and mindset, if you will, when we're looking at ways that we can support our minds, bodies, and spirits moving through the seasons. So we are entering Vata season, which really coincides so beautifully with just the leaves that are going to start turning color and falling down. And of course, returning to school. It's the kinetic energy where it's all in our mind. It's kind of our minds become more active, we're more open to receive information, and with that there's a little bit more activity, a little bit more chaos, so groundedness, creating more routine for ourselves. But more importantly, for anyone on the day-to-day, is looking towards what we're eating and how we're nourishing ourselves. And we think about autumn and of course moving into Halloween and Thanksgiving, those warming, yummy autumnal spices, those cinnamon and cardamom and ginger, things that are warming to our bodies. You know, even a little, for some of us who aren't overly heated already, a little chili pepper, things like that. So we want to be incorporating them into our food, and not only that, but cooking our food. So we're shifting from, you know, drinking smoothies and eating raw salads every day, to going towards casseroles and stews, and, you know, things, warm oatmeal, things like that, that are more nourishing to our digestive tracts, and making it more easy to assimilate our foods with those warming spices and with cooking our foods versus relying on our stomach agni or digestive fire to have to take the brunt of all that digestive work. So just bearing in mind, you know, coming into the fall, if you're someone who is, that you tend to catch viruses really quickly during this time of year, you know, think about shifting gears a little bit, trying to slow down, trying to, again, nourish your body with warm cooked foods and spices. Adding extra oils to your foods as well can be really another nourishing way to kind of ease through this transition. Of course, getting some elderberry syrup cooking, you know, getting all of those herbs out that are helpful to immune support. I love elderberry. That's just kind of my go-to for before, during, and after any illness. It just kind of works its way through all of the transitions. What else did I want to say here? Oh, and one other thing to consider, especially if you're someone, as we're moving into the colder months, who is, you know, you're sensitive in your sinuses. Maybe you have congestion. Maybe you already have been dealing with allergies, and maybe sinus infections are a recurring thing for you. If you don't already practice using the neti pot, this is the time to start incorporating it again. And you know, the neti pot is really great for most folks, especially this time of year, because as viruses and illness is more rampant in our environment, and a lot of us are not wearing masks anymore, it's great to flush out our sinus cavities gently with that warm water from a neti pot. I'm going to post a few links in my bio link for those of you who are curious, if you've never done the neti pot before, if you need, let's say, a khichdi recipe, and if you just want to check out some of the general sort of suggestions moving into this time of year. Oh, an elderberry syrup recipe, I have one of those too, I can share with you guys. So just throwing it out there to start being mindful about allowing yourself to shift more gracefully from summer into autumn, and the ways that you can do that for yourself. I hope it's an easy transition, and I hope this video finds you well. Have a great night.